Welcome, friends and family of Peggy. We're so grateful that you came to support the family and show your love and condolences for Peggy today. We're going to go ahead and get started today, having a nice, intimate service today. In the beginning, we're going to have Courtney first, that's going to share some thoughts and memories with us. After Courtney, Cassie will then address us, and we'll go to that point in the program. So, Courtney, come on up.
I know. You're okay, buddy. I'm not much of a speaker, so. Oh my gosh, okay. Mom, you were my best friend. And the heartbeat of our family. The one who showed us every single day what it means to truly love someone. Standing here today, I don't just feel the weight of losing you, I feel the incredible gift of having you as my mother. You were loving, caring, and selfless in ways that most people only aspire to be. These weren't just words that describe you, they were actions you lived out every moment, even when you were hurting. Even when it would have been easier to think of yourself first, you always put everyone else ahead of your own needs. I think about all those lunch dates we had, all those shopping trips that seemed to last forever. Jonathan will tell anyone who listens how much he dreaded those marathon shopping sessions. You could spend hours in the clearance aisle or in a single store, completely lost in the joy of browsing or finding just the right thing. But that was you. You didn't rush through life. You savored it. You found joy in the simple acts of being together, of sharing time with the people you loved. And speaking of finding you, Grandma told me a story about how Grandpa got you hooked on the casinos. And once you were there, you were in your own world and how hard it was to track you down. But whether you were at the casino or tending to your garden, watching things grow and bloom under your care, you were fully present in those moments of joy. We had tons of memories, but the one we laughed the most about is the day I got your call from Smith's parking lot. You and Jonathan had both fallen asleep in the car because of your narcolepsy, and you needed me to come get you. Even your conditions couldn't stop you from being out in the world doing things, living life alongside the people you loved. You never let anything hold you back from being there for us, and you were there for everything. Every milestone, every doctor's appointment, school event, and challenge. When I had the kids, you were right there beside me, supporting me, guiding me, showing me how to be a parent by the example you set my entire life. You helped me raise Jonathan and Luca and was always willing to help just so I could go to work or have a girls' night. You didn't just tell me you loved me, you showed up again and again. Your smile could light up a room. You were always trying to make us laugh, always trying to bring lightness into our lives. You'd call me a fork because of an autocorrect, or I'd have a clumsy day of tripping all over or dropping something, and you would say, "Oh, Courtney is here," and we'd crack up about every single time. These little moments, these silly inside jokes, they're treasures now, reminders of your humor and your spirit. But perhaps your greatest gift was how you kept our family traditions alive. You were the glue that held us together, the one who made sure we gathered and we celebrated, that we remembered where you came from and what mattered most. You went everywhere and did everything with us, not because you had to, but because that's where your heart was with your family. Even in pain, you were thinking about others. Even when you were struggling, you were asking how you could help. That kind of love doesn't come along often. That kind of selflessness is rare and precious. Mom, you taught us that love isn't passive, it's active, it's present, it's showing up even when it's hard. You taught us that family isn't just something you're born into, it's something you nurture and tend to. We're not just mourning what we've lost, we're celebrating what we had. A woman who loved us fiercely, who gave us everything she had, who made our lives richer just by being in them. Your smile, your laughter, your endless capacity for love. These things don't end today. They live on in us in the way we love our own families. In the traditions we'll continue to honor in every moment we choose to put someone else first. Thank you, Mom, for everything, for every lunch, every shopping trip, every early morning trips to the farmer's market. Every morning you were there when we needed you, for teaching us what really matters, for being the best mom, grandma, and Mima anyone could ask for. We love you, we'll miss you, and we'll carry you with us for always and forever.
I don't really read or talk to, I'm like kind of shy. But today I just wanted to talk about who meant so much to everybody. She was my mother-in-law, Peggy. When I joined this family 13 years ago, I gained more than just a mother-in-law. I gained a teacher, a friend, a role model, and someone who loved so fiercely. Now, Peggy and I definitely bumped heads from time to time. She was strong-willed, opinionated, and very strict about having things done her way. And let me tell you, trying to win an argument with Peggy was impossible. Looking back now, it makes me smile because honestly, you would never win. Ever. We would never win. But through all of these moments, one thing never changed, and that was her love. No matter how much we disagreed, she never stopped loving me, supporting me, or making me feel like family. That's something I will cherish forever. Peggy had a way of making the sunshine a little brighter. Every day, I could call her and talk for hours. Sometimes we'd laugh, sometimes we'd vent, and sometimes we'd solve all the world's problems from the comfort of a phone call. Those conversations are some of the memories I will miss the most. She was incredibly dedicated to her business, Abbey Lane. She poured her heart into creating beautiful wax melts and amazing scents that many people loved. Through that business, she made countless friends and touched so many lives. Her creativity, work ethic, and passion were inspiring to watch. As a wife, mother, daughter, grandmother, and friend, Peggy was simply amazing. She gained everything she had to the people she loved. One of the greatest blessings of my life was being able to give her her first granddaughter. And let's be honest, once that baby left my arms and landed in Grandma's, I didn't stand a chance. Peggy was absolutely amazing from the very beginning, and seeing that love was something special. Today our hearts are broken because life without her physically here will never be the same. I will miss her voice, her laughter, her advice, her stubbornness, and even those moments when she drove me completely crazy. I would give anything to have one more long phone call, one more laugh, and yes, one more disagreement. Peggy, I love you and I miss you more than words can say. Thank you for welcoming me into your family. Thank you for teaching me so much over these last 13 years. Thank you for loving me even when we didn't see eye to eye. I know you're not truly gone. I feel you in the love you've left behind, in the family you built, and in the memories we'll carry forever. So this isn't goodbye. I don't know what that last people. It's simply see you later until we meet again. Peggy, thank you for everything. I love you. My MIL, love your DIL.
Thank you, Courtney and Cassie. They both assured me that they weren't good public speakers, but I think they did an excellent job. At this time, we want to invite anyone that has a memory or a story that they would like to share about Peggy to please come forward. We are doing a recording, so we do want you to come forward, even though the microphone can be a little bit intimidating. But if you wouldn't mind coming forward, sharing a memory or two, we have time to do that. And we'll just kind of go until people stop coming up. And then we'll have a couple of other things that we're going to do. So the time is now yours. Please, even if it's short and simple, come forward and share with the family some thoughts that you have about Peggy. Thank you.
One thing that I remember about my grandma is that one day we went to her hospital room and we had a whole bag of nail polish and we just painted her nails. And every time I saw her, I looked at her nails and that's all I remembered. These were one of the best moments that I remember. There's obviously plenty more, but
Peggy was a special friend. I met her probably about 7 years ago. And my life changed after meeting her. She did call me a few weeks ago and told me she had told me a fib. And her fib was that when she first come to my house with a friend, she left and came back and said she had left her keys there. And she said she admitted to it a couple weeks ago. And I go, that's the best fib you ever told. And I was lucky to get to know her, and I love her.
Same. I haven't been in Peggy's life for a little while. Life happens, and I have to tell you the reason why I'm not wearing black is because this is actually a shirt that Peggy gave me, and I thought I would wear it. It always makes me feel strong and confident the way that she had a way of doing. Even when she didn't feel well herself, she still listened. And she just had this way of brightening up a room. And she called me Miss Rachel and said I was gifted with kids, little Luca. She just had a way of brightening everyone's life. And no matter what she was going through, and I think it's something we can all look up to. Being able to be that kind of person, even though life is really hard, is something that I really admired about her so much. And I'm really grateful that I got to know her and that she was a part of my life.
my grandma, when we went to Rush, she was so happy, and
and we played with her, and that's it.
Is there anyone else who would like to share? We want to make sure we give everyone a chance. Well, thanks for those that shared, both in word and in spirit. Either way, it supports the family, and we're so grateful for that. I just had a poem that we put together here for the family that I wanted to share with you. This is a tribute to Peggy Jean Baker. A gentle heart, a loving soul, a warmth that made the broken whole. A listening ear, a caring friend, a love that helped us all to stand. She found her joy in simple things, the flowers, markets, and memories she'd bring. A laugh, a smile, a moment shared, a quiet reminder that someone cared. Her greatest treasure was family near, the ones she loved, the ones held dear. A devoted wife, a mother true, a grandmother whose love always grew. Though Peggy's journey here is through, the love she gave still shines anew. For hearts she touched and lives she blessed, her kindness lives on, forever impressed. Forever loved, forever bright, a guiding star through every night. At this point, we are now going to have a musical tribute. We're going to play one of Peggy's favorite songs. It's called In the Ghetto, and it's by Elvis. After which, you are free to be dismissed. That will be our concluding portion of the service today. Once again, on behalf of the family, thank you for your attendance. That will conclude the service for Peggy. Thank you so much for your attendance, and your kindness is evidenced in thought and deed. Thank you.